girl was walking through a night market planning to try on some clothes in a fitting room. Just as she was about to take off her clothes, the wooden floor beneath her suddenly collapsed and vanished. Outside the fitting room, her husband, who had been waiting for her, sensed something was wrong and quickly pulled out his phone to call the police. The police searched every corner carefully but could not find a trace of his wife. Years later, David returned to the city where his wife had disappeared. Unexpectedly, he saw her in a nightclub. Her limbs were gone and she was displayed like an exhibit. It all started during their honeymoon. Just a few days into the trip, David's wife suddenly vanished without a trace. David went to the police almost every day asking for help, but there were no leads. Just as David was about to break down, Jan suddenly appeared and handed him a business card saying he would do everything he could to help. David returned to the hotel he had rented, hoping to catch his breath. The next morning, he woke up to find a stranger lying in the bed. David panicked. He did not know this woman at all, but she claimed to be his wife Daisy. David immediately contacted the police officer Jan he had just met to help verify. To David's astonishment, Jan checked the passport and marriage certificate and confirmed she really was Daisy. Faced with all of this, David completely lost it. He started asking the woman questions about him and Daisy. To his surprise, she answered every question flawlessly. As for the time she had been missing, she said she had hidden for 10 days just to test David's feelings for her. David could not accept it at all. Suddenly, he remembered the unique scar on Daisy's leg. Ignoring her protests, he ripped open her skirt. The scar was exactly the same as his wife's. Even with the evidence in front of him, David still refused to believe it. The documents the police had just sent were clear. All the information matched. This Daisy was his missing wife. David was unwilling to give up. He decided to investigate the truth himself. He pulled out his wife's travel journal and went to the places she had written about one by one. One was the shop where she had taken photos for a shoot, but the owner waved him off, saying the store had changed hands. At that moment, Daisy suddenly appeared in the bookstore. David's heart skipped a beat. She told him to stop making things difficult for himself, but David could not listen. He pulled out his phone and called Officer Zhang to come check the surveillance. The screen showed his wife's figure. David instantly got excited. The camera slowly zoomed in. He thought he was finally going to uncover the truth. The Daisy in the surveillance was the same person in front of him. David froze. His cheeks began twitching uncontrollably again. He instinctively reached for the medication in his pocket. Officer Zhang moved first and grabbed the pills. He helped steady David, who was starting to lose control. Daisy explained. David had been diving for many years, which affected his brain. The doctor had prescribed an imported medication to control his facial twitching. That night, David went to a bar and drank alone. A familiar face flashed on the TV. It was Daisy, the same one who had helped him retrieve his wallet before.